Hey, how's it going out there, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. Thanks for stopping by to the channel. I'm your host, Cash. This is Trucker News, or as I like to say, hashtag Trucker News. What is Trucker News? I'm an illiterate truck driver. I'm going to read some news stories to you. Hopefully, the video comes out like it's supposed to. I make no promises. Last video I put up, I said, hey, look at these pictures. And then in the edit, I forgot to put the pictures in. So, hey, I'm a truck driver. You better cut me a lot of slack. You're lucky I'm a functioning adult. You know what I mean? That's all you get from truckers. But these are news stories that I think you should know about. So I'm going to read them to you, make some commentary on them. Try to make the world bearable today. That's what I'm going for. Let's talk about it. First story I got, semi-trailer manufacturer hit with a nuclear $462 million verdict following double fatality rear end crash. How are we ever going to overcome these lawsuits, right? Trucking company owner found guilty for deleting diesel emission controls. Woo, come on now. Trucker nearly dies after being run over in a Love's parking lot. Virginia interstate shut down for commercial vehicle versus road sign incident. It's every time now we have to do a story every time about it. Somebody didn't put a dump bed down. Next story, truckers gifted free burgers at the way station during Canada Truck Driver Appreciation Week. A driver has been rescued from a deep water crash outside of Anchorage, Alaska. Man crushed between rigs while directing the driver into a loading dock. 18 motorists, including truckers, ticketed for filming a rollover crash scene while driving. I like that one. I like that one. Quit rubbernecking. Get your ass out of my way. And screaming coming from an abandoned taker trailer reveals 26 migrants inside. Woo! Hell yeah. I'm going to make some comments about that one. I'm going to say about that. Stick with me. We'll get to it. First story we're going to get to here. Semi-trailer manufacturer hit with a nuclear $462 million. Lord have mercy. A Missouri jury just returned a massive verdict against a trailer manufacturer known as Wabash National. I like a Wabash trailer too. That's bad. It says, on Thursday, September 5th, a St. Louis jury awarded $450 million in punitive damages and $12 million in compensatory damages in the case of Williams versus Wabash. Wabash was sued by victims' family members in the wake of a crash that occurred in downtown St. Louis, Missouri in 2019. A 47-year-old was driving a tractor trailer north on I-55 when he slowed for construction. A Volkswagen passenger vehicle driven by Teron Taylor, Taylor, 30, collided with the rear of the trailer. The trailer and, Taylor, I guess how you say that, and passenger Nicholas Perkins, 23, died in the crash. It was a doozy. They went all the way under the trailer. The lawsuit filed in the wake of the crash accused Wabash equipping the trailer with an insufficient rear impact guard to prevent under-ride crashes. Wabash responded following the verdict, alleging that the crash occurred nearly 20 years after the trailer was manufactured. The company maintains that the trailer was in compliance with all existing regulatory standards. Additionally, despite precedent to the contrary, the jury was prevented from hearing critical evidence in the case, including that the driver's blood alcohol level was over the legal limit at the time of the accident, and the fact that neither the driver nor his passenger were wearing a seatbelt was also kept from the jury. Even though plaintiffs argued both would have survived a 55-mile-an-hour collision had the vehicle not broken through the trailer's rear impact guard. Okay, we got to get some damn common sense in this country. You know what I mean? If you're out drinking and driving and you crash into the back of a trailer, how in the hell can your family sue the manufacturer of the trailer? Okay. Not to mention, the trailer's 20 years old. The rules for, DOT bumpers were different back then. Things rust. Am I right? I mean, you think about it. If you manufacture something out of steel and you paint it and then it gets roughed up over the next 20 years, it's probably not in working order. I don't see how the trucking company isn't more liable than the trailer manufacturer. But here's the thing with lawyers. They're going to go after the money. They don't care about right or wrong. They go for the money. Okay. Number one, the guy was drinking and driving. Number two, he hit the back of a slowing truck. If you're in a car and your car will not slow down faster than a semi truck, you're not paying attention. I don't care what anybody says. You put me on this jury, $462 million. I mean, you can't put a value on human life. But I can tell you right now, it ain't worth 462 million. I mean, a little contrary to what I just said there, but I mean, damn, that's what that's like 230 million a person. I don't know anybody worth 230 million. I mean, like I said, you can't put a value on life, but this is gosh darn ridiculous. Next story we got here. Trucking company owner found guilty for deleting diesel emission controls. Oh, and by the way, he had a $3 million loan fraud going. Whoo! This old boy right here, he was just like, I don't follow the laws because I wasn't consulted when they made the laws. You know what I'm saying? A former trucking company owner from Missouri was found guilty on multiple charges, including bank fraud and violating the Clean Air Act violation, excuse me. Illiteracy. On August 30th, 2024, a jury found Farmington, Missouri resident Christopher Carroll, 54, guilty of 3 counts of bank fraud, 3 counts of making false statements in a financial institution, 1 count of conspiracy to violate the Clean Air Act, and 2 counts of threatening a witness. There you go. Hell yeah, this boy right here is America. Carroll was part of the Whiskey Dick's Big Truck Repair LLC. Whew! What a mouthful that Whiskey Dick is. Uh, this company was additionally convicted of 6 more separate Clean Air Act violations. It ain't good. It ain't good. Officials say that Carroll business partner George Reed submitted false documents in order to obtain a $1.2 million pandemic protection program loan. Ooh, they come back on them PPPs. I thought about getting me one of them PPPs when they were all the rage, and then I said, I don't consort with the government any more than I have to, so they can keep their damn money. And because I know what I would have done with it. If you'd have gave me $1.2 million in pandemic money, I'd have bought me one giant gold bar worth $1.2 million, and I'd have vacated down to Panama or somewhere. I know me. I know what I would have been doing. Some shady stuff. Can I get one giant gold bar, please? I call up my gold dealer right now and I say, we doing it. The plan's on. Have me a gold chain this big around. I mean, hell, I couldn't have walked with it, yeah. Um, that's probably what I would have done. Trucker nearly dies after being run over by a semi truck at Love's. Come on. Woo! Trucker's life was saved by a police officer after he was run over in a Love's parking lot on Wednesday evening. The accident happened September 4th, just before 6 p.m. at the Love's in LaSalle County, Illinois. I wish they would have put the town on there. I don't know where that's at. Is that, where's LaSalle County? According to the news, 66-year-old truck driver from Texas was walking into the store to pay for his fuel when he was struck and then ran over by another semi-truck. Police were called, and a deputy who arrived at the scene first was able to apply a tourniquet to the driver's leg before first responders could arrive. The trucker sustained serious injuries to both legs, and Utica Assistant Fire Chief Drew Person says that the officer no doubt saved his life. Damn. The truck driver was quickly flown to a hospital where he was treated for his injuries. He is expected to survive the incident. No further information has been released. Oof. Oof. He says when he gets both his legs working again, he's going to go kick that other guy's ass. I know what he said. Set it over to CB from the hospital. Virginia Interstate was shut down for commercial vehicle versus sign collision. Here we go again. Here we go again. Leave your dump bed up. Go to my merch tent and get you a put your dump bed down sticker for your mirrors if you own a dump truck company. The Virginia Department of Transportation closed portions of I-64 Thursday morning for a crash involving a commercial vehicle and an overhead highway sign. Woo! Take it to the limit here. Shortly before 10 a.m. on September 5th, VDOT reported that all lanes of the westbound I-64 in Henrico County were closed near exit 295. Damn it, boy. Took the sign out. Virginia State Police said a bit of a commercial vehicle struck an overhead sign on I-64 around mile marker 200. Reports that the truck stopped at the weigh station prior to the crash. Oh, wow. Stopped at the weigh station with the bed up. See, and this is why we need chase cars at weigh stations. I know a lot of people don't like that, but I still believe that's how we tighten up this industry. But definitely would have helped that fella. Would have helped that fella. Truckers gifted free burgers at the weigh station during the Canada Truck Appreciation Week. Hell yeah. Now, if they just come down here and get all these Canadian geese and take them back, you know what I mean? I like rolling down a window and screaming at the Canadian geese, go back to Canada. You ever do that? You ever just roll down a window and scream at the geese? Truck drivers were hand-delivered burgers at the weigh station in the Saskatchewan on Wednesday as part of Canada's National Truck Driver Appreciation Week. That's a solid move. I like when they do that. You ever seen these guys on YouTube that try to give people free stuff and then they're not doing it out of the goodness of their heart, they're doing it like to get views, you know. I got to go down and get me some free cheeseburgers and offer, hey, would you like a cheeseburger? As long as you're on film, I can give you a cheeseburger. There was a YouTuber a couple years back offering people things at the truck stop, and it was douchey as hell putting it on there. So this is, if you're going to do charity, do it like this. Just give it to them. Don't say, oh, we're going to give it to you with a stipulation, because I tell you right now, you offer me something and then you say, oh, there's a stipulation, I will literally throw it at you. So you better make sure it's not a hot piece of pizza or I'll throw that shit at you. Promise. That's me. I'm that guy. A driver has been rescued from deep water in Anchorage. Hell yeah. When you need a Mississippi truck wash, I'm telling you, in these tight economic times, sometimes you've got to put it in the river, the Mississippi truck wash, okay? When you can't make the payment and you ain't willing to let the bank come get it, put it in the river. Let's hear what this old boy has been doing. A truck driver is okay after veering off a highway, wink, wink, into some deep water. He did. He put her down. It was down up to the top of the cab. You could just barely see the cab in the water. He went for it, boy. He went for it. The accident happened about 11 p.m. on September 3rd in the Turnagain Arm near Portage, Alaska. According to the news, the tractor trailer was traveling along the Seward Highway near mile marker 82. The driver lost control, wink, wink, and veered off the road into an inlet where a piece of the guardrail had been removed for construction. Woo! Now that boy right there, he think back, he like, you know what? Now I got me a lawsuit on the government. Now I got me an Alaskan DOT lawsuit because there should have been a guardrail right there. Smart feller. He's playing the 2-for-1. Not only does he get his truck covered by insurance, clean slate, gonna have him a lawsuit there. Yeah. So if you're gonna do a Mississippi truck wash, find a place where they took the guardrail down. I'm just saying it's good business. It's good business model. Man was crushed between rigs while directing driver into the loading dock. Reason 552. I don't get out and help people because you could get ran over. A man is dead after being crushed while directing a tractor trailer into a loading dock at an Illinois trucking company. The accident happened on September 3rd at the unnamed trucking company in Alsip, Illinois. I'm sure it's unnamed because, hell, they've already changed the DOT number by now. According to Patch, Illinois, the trucking company employee was directing the driver into a loading dock space when he became crushed between the moving semi-truck and a parked trailer. Damn it. The unnamed man was transported to the hospital in critical condition and was pronounced dead around 2:30. The accident scene is still under investigation. So don't ever assume you know what the other guy's doing. Just get out of the way. 18 motorists have been ticketed, including truckers, for filming a rollover crash scene while driving. Yes. I really wish people wouldn't have to record that for Facebook. Do like me. Get a couple cameras on your truck. Let that record it as you drive by. And then pull the dash cam later that day. That way you're not holding everybody up. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, better way to do it. There's better ways to skin that cat. I'm just saying. Police in Ontario issued multiple tickets for filming the scene of a crash over the holiday weekend. Tickets were issued on Saturday, September 2nd. In Napini, I don't know. You tell me, Canadians. I can't speak Canada. On Highway 401, according to the news, 18 drivers, including 2 truckers, were ticketed for driving past a semi-truck rollover crash while using their phones. Heck yeah. Gonna have to call one of them ticket companies, right? 18 drivers received a $615 reminder, including 2 transport trucks to stay off their phones and focus on the road. The Ontario Providence Police wrote on Twitter, I refuse to call it X. It's still Twitter. I'm not going to say X, formerly Twitter. It's Twitter. Your attentiveness to driving helps keep emergency workers safe at these scenes. All 18 drivers were suspected of videoing the crash while operating their vehicles. That evening, another driver was ticketed for distracted driving if they were observed using their cell phone to take video of a collision scene on Highway 417. I'm not against this. Get on out of the way. I got things to do. I'm a grown adult and I need to be moving down the road, not waiting on you to shoot a video you can put on Facebook so 3 people can like you. Trust me, they don't really like you. Just saying. Just saying. I've been doing this long enough. They might like you. They definitely don't love you. Screaming coming from abandoned tanker trailer reveals 26 migrants inside. Lord have mercy. 26 migrants were discovered inside of a tanker trailer abandoned outside of a Texas border town on Wednesday. How hot do you think it gets in a tanker, an aluminum tanker with in Texas with 26 people inside? And think of it like this: a tanker is round. So where's the corner you poop in? You put 26 people together. Somebody's got the taco squirts. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. 26 migrants were discovered inside of a tanker trailer abandoned. That's the main thing. They abandoned it. Hopefully it was an insulated tanker. Outside of the Texas border town on Wednesday, the migrants were discovered on September 4th on the outskirts of Eagle Pass, Texas. According to the news, concerned citizens called police when they heard banging and yelling coming from a parked tanker trailer. Officers arrived at the scene to find 26 migrants sealed inside of a tanker trailer, gasping for air, banging on the sides, and yelling for help. It was around 80 degrees at the time of the trailer, 80 degrees outside of the trailer at the time of the discovery. Interviews with officers, the migrants revealed that they had been brought in on the trailer in small groups in preparation for a long trip to San Antonio. The trailer was parked approximately 3 miles from the border. Several of the migrants were taken to the hospital for treatment and were later released to the Border Patrol along with other migrants. Those that went to the hospital were also very, very surprised at the price of American health care because they paid the bill right then and there. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm just saying. And that's it, folks. That's Trucker News. Thanks for tuning in. If you made it this far, smash the like button and the subscribe button because we know you want to see next week's Trucker News. Sometimes there's 2 of them in 1 week. Just depends on how much time I got to do what I got to do with. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Take care of each other out there. Remember, people are more important than trucking. Thanks, everybody. Hi, I want to talk to you real quick about the ES Advantage card. Do you need discounts at major truck stop chains? They got them. Do you need discount on shop rates at TA and Love's? They got them. Tire discounts. They even got health insurance now. Click the link down below. Easy application, no credit check. Sign up. They give you a call back. They'll take all your information and you'll be in the network. How important is Wi-Fi? Very important. That's why I use Nomad Internet in my truck. Yes, sir. This is a Wi-Fi modem that you put in your truck. Check them out. Links below. This thing gets signal when my phone will not. So if you're ever stuck at that truck stop with no signal, you'll wish you had some Nomad in your truck.